Hey guys, good morning. So I wanted to upload this quick video today. I'm super busy with other stuff, but I had a call last week on the SMMA um, community. So basically, every 2 weeks, we'll grab 45 minutes, an hour. We'll chat about challenges, opportunities, wins, losses, as agency owners. And I've been having a cool conversation with um, these aspiring agency owners. This group especially was from Europe, where there's a lot of upside on the European market in terms of building an agency. Just because I feel like the reflex for businesses to actually invest in paid ads, advertising online, is way behind what I'm seeing here in North America, especially in the automotive space. So this is a very cool opportunity for agency owners who want to grow in this market because I was speaking with some of the guys and I realized that if they are able to run ads and they're running ads with their clients, basically they're the only ones in our market to run ads. Look, ads are they work everywhere on this planet, okay? So don't be ashamed or scared to run ads if the businesses in your area are not. It's just got to be easier to take more of that impression share or headspace in your customers' minds. And I like following what they're doing a little bit. They're finding great results. Customers are happy. They're making money. They're investing more and more and more. Even if a few weeks or a few months ago they didn't believe in anything, social media ads, paid ads, Google ads would bring them. So I find it kind of amazing. And obviously, this is a fun project for me. It's been really cool to have a chat with some of you guys, on a monthly basis, trying to see what's the gap, where are the gaps, how can I help you guys. It's been making my business better as well, which is why I'm doing this. So it's pretty cool. And some of you guys are like 15, 18, 20, 22, starting your own businesses and agencies. And I find it amazing because a lot of people will throw crap at the younger generations today, like you guys don't want to work. But I'm meeting with so many smart people. It's impressive. I've already started making partnerships, you know, channel partners on other products everywhere where my company is not actively working, but just we're building new products and opportunities for both my company and other companies as well, and ultimately more customers being able to perform online with digital advertising. So it's been pretty cool. So I'm gonna jump to the video. First of all, I want to apologize because my recording on the computer didn't work out, so I just had to re-download the video from the platform itself where the community is. So the sound is not that great, but I feel like the value is still there. So hopefully you get a lot out of this video. And if you have any questions, drop them below in the comments. If you want to join this community, just head over to the description. I'm gonna drop the link. By the way, this is a free community. There's not like these guys. They didn't have to pay a cent or a dollar to be in there as well. It's just a matter of having cool conversations about running an ad an agency in the automotive space. And we've even had some people outside of the space just joining in, bringing their own 2 cents, and learning from what's the automotive industry in terms of running paid ads. So I'm gonna jump to the video. Hopefully this helps. I'll see you in the next one. So, guys, do you want to do like a quick run around, maybe what's been going on over the last 2 weeks? The good, the bad. We'll start with Luke,
Yeah.
and then try to tell me, what, basically, tell me your wins. Tell me what you've been struggling with.
Well, I think the first thing, small thing that I struggled with last time was my mic. Now it's working, so
Yeah,
everything's
now,
okay.
now it's way better. Good job.
Yes.
That's great.
Okay. Other than that, I said yes last time that I will send you a link with my website, but I haven't
Yep.
got to finish it. Sadly,
All good.
I'm still working on it, but definitely these days, like Tuesday or Thursday I will finish.
Okay.
Yeah, and apart from that, I am actually looking for a media buyer right now.
Okay. Cool. And do you like it's just because you're not looking to run the media buying portion of your business, right?
No, because of the language difference,
Hmm.
because I don't speak so well German, and anyway, I want to focus for the English-speaking countries. But so far, like I told you last time, I have two friends which have companies, businesses, and I
Yeah.
want to do the ads for them so I can build a portfolio, so I have what to show to actual customers.
Perfect. That sounds good.
That's the plan.
And just for your website, I know it's gonna be like it's I don't know where exactly you are right now in terms of like building the whole thing. But if I can give you piece of advice, sometimes just make it like really simple first, like put it live, and then you can build it or add on it before it like it's like 2000% perfect, right? Because there's always more we want to like put in, and it might not be your case, but it's been mine a few times. I was just like busy building my website because it felt like comfortable and easy, and I was just pushing up like actually reaching out to clients or just doing like the work that sucks a little bit more just because like building the website is like it feels good. But at the same time, what I like about this is that as you're building your website, you are kind of reflecting or thinking about really what is your offer. And sometimes when starting, I feel like it's easier to you know how to say this like
Get the stuff going before it's finished.
yeah, yeah, well, not well, yeah, getting it going, but just like as you're writing or building your website, it's kind of like you're really thinking about like exactly what you want to offer and the words you're going to use when meeting with clients and the way to package the whole thing, so it's good. And you just have to find like the sweet spot like in between like working too much on the website and having no clients and vice versa. Just to give you
Yeah.
an example, when I was at an agency a while back, and I swear to God, it was the ugliest freaking website and logo there was. Like these guys, always joked with my CEO. I was like, you guys made it with paint, that's for sure. But he was running a $14 million business a year at that point, and the website was like like the most basic like 3 page, no like copy, no nothing, right?
It was a joke.
Like it was really a joke. You got on the website and you say there's no way, right? But at that time we had like 300 clients paying like 5 6 thousand a month. um
Okay.
so, and it was not the website's fault, just because the outreach was on point, the product was on point. um so you just need to have like a basic website that looks clean, that does say like that does say like how you're helping your clients, um, and think of benefits versus features, right? Because sometimes we like to push features on websites or when we do marketing. um, I want to make sure you guys use benefits. So if I'm a client and I go on your website, what's the benefit for me if I work with you? I don't want to know about like the cool analytic dashboard or the things that make you like what you do on Facebook. Like, am I going to sell cars? Am I going to have success? Am I going to like make sure my team are not working more than they are right now? Is it going to be easier for me? This is what you need to you know push as a message.
So make it more
So
as on the emotional side, not on the
yeah,
technical side.
yeah, you're
More
talking with a
with a
business
human.
owner
Yeah.
that's busy with a million things. So the only thing they want, they'll want to throw money at you if you show them how to save money, save time, and save effort. Those three things. If you can do that, you're gonna be golden. It's not gonna be hard to build a business. In B2B sales, that's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe it applies or maybe that like it doesn't. I didn't see your website, but I just thought of it as you were like mentioning your website because I been there, done that in that case,
I'll
and I
send
just
it
want
to
to
you as soon as
make
I
sure
can.
you don't spend the next 6 months building a website. I know it's it's still a like a process, like getting everything going, because like I feel like we want to show something that's high quality, right? We want it to reflect what
Exactly.
we know we can do, right? So I get that 100%.
I have that feeling that I want to make stuff like perfect from the start. So yeah, I get it. I have a good, how do you call? I am seen in a good way, sort of speak, like a more professional way.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and that's a great trait. You just have to go like 80%, 90% of what the 100% really means for you. Just have to be clean, simple, and the website has to be like functional. It shouldn't be too buggy at least, or on mobile or
yeah,
desktop. I've created like a new website for my like a product of mine, and I shouldn't have launched it already because I started like sending emails to people because there's an issue with the load time. If you go on the website, it's brutal. It takes like a few seconds. It shouldn't be, but you know what? I just said like screw it. I'm shipping and I'll fix it later, right? It's just a matter of saying good enough at some point, and you just do it, and then you iterate on it because what could happen, whether it's on a website or anything else, you could be working for a long time about something, then when you reach out to 100 people, you realize nobody wants it. It's the worst.
yeah.
It's not fun.
I get that.
Yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah. So
what are you supposed to do then? What do you need to change then? If you see that you've done the website correctly
yeah,
and you've made the outreach, but you're not getting any clients, where would you first start looking for the problem to mend
ask
it?
more questions. Ask questions about what's the pain, like your client's pain points,
Okay, what they
because this
need.
way it's gonna lead. Well, if they're not doing Facebook ads, why are they not doing Facebook ads? Like why is like Europe or Germany? Germany's behind in terms of Facebook ads for sure in a couple of
Mm,
countries.
behind the
And
social
like,
media in general.
well, yeah, but that's a good thing. Like you got like huge upside. But people are still using social media.
Yeah,
It's not as
everybody.
loaded here like as it is here in Canada and the US. Like it's insane. Like everybody's doing it, so it's super hard to like come out of like come out in front,
I have a
right?
question mark.
Yep.
Well, what are the typical pain points of, let's say, any car dealership that is not using Facebook ads?
Well, there's a lot of them, a lot of pain
I'm
points.
ready.
Um, well, if you want to tie it back to Facebook or social ads, right? You might want to say it's an opportunity for them to um, generate like a lower cost per acquisition customer. Okay. And if they're not doing it, perhaps their competitors are not doing it either or doing it like half-ass. So it's a good way to steal some customers from the other dealerships in, you know, in their immediate area. That makes sense. If you can put it on mute when you're typing, it would be
Sorry.
easier for me. That's okay. It's gonna be easier for me. Yeah, that's one thing. Otherwise, if they're not doing it, you'll have to educate a little bit about what they're not doing. Like the best way to do that is to get their competitors' website, like a Facebook page up, and say, you know what, these guys are doing it, these guys are doing it, these guys are doing it. Why aren't you doing it? I know when we do that, we steal customers from other people. They're stealing customers from you. That would be a huge pain point because
Definitely.
there's like in automotive, and it's true anywhere. There's a notion of the OEM. Let's say Volkswagen will have a dealership in a specific city or area, and they got like they're covering this area. Okay, so these guys, like Volkswagen AG, is asking them, you know what, you should be selling 100 cars in this area. You're selling 87. The other ones are doing like their numbers, but you're under, right? And they'll put pressure on the dealership to reach to 100, 105, 110, right? Because they want, as a whole, as a company, they want to be able to gain market share versus the other brands. So the goal is to have this conversation with your client. So what's your percentage share, what's your market share right now, and what's your, pump in, pump out numbers. Meaning, if you're pumping in, you're selling cars from other, market areas in your store. And if you're like being pumped out, some other people are selling cars, which are people, that live in your dealership area, but they are selling it outside of your area. Like dealerships, they don't like that. They get stolen. They get customers stolen, right? If you pry and you ask questions about this, it's gonna burn. It's gonna be a huge pain point.
Should we be offering this to our clients?
Sure.
Really? So we steal from other regions?
Yeah. Why not?
All right. But should they come, like the clients, uh, for our clients, should come all the way to their region,
Well,
or
sometimes
is it
it's
like an
not.
online
It's not a
thing?
huge drive. I'm gonna draw something for you. Give me a second. Okay. Dealer C is your client. Okay. See what I? Okay. And dealer A is competitor A, and dealer B is competitor B. Okay. So what you want to do? Did it work? Is basically cover this area with Facebook ads. Okay. But you want to be able to go and steal those customers as well. You know, from these dealerships, because some people will just live close or perhaps the same amount of time driving back and forth for like dealer A and your client. Okay. So the more you can like grab market share here, it's going to mean a lot more volume here.
And
This
what
is
if we
people that
fill the
will,
space of A on B too?
you can do that as well. You can do that as well. So, but it's a good starting point. It gives you an upside. What I like to do is say this to my clients and then say then we can move up, because the further up you go here, the harder it's going to be and the higher the CPA is going to be. Because people, if you're like 40 minutes away, it's going to be harder to sell them a car than 15 minutes away, just for logical transportation, like logistics. If you might be able to sell a car here, but they will never come back for service. And maintenance and service is really how dealers make money today.
Yeah.
So if you want to grab more people who will actually come back for service, it's like that. And this way, you could do it without hurting your relationship, because these guys have relationships together, right? They'll trade cars. Maybe if they get a customer and say, you know what, you want a white Tiguan? I don't have one, but my buddy here has one. But if you keep like advertising in their area here and hurting their sales and them knowing that, they're going to be less inclined to do dealer trades and play ball. This is important. This is a real, like, they're a network and they're helping each other. They're they're competitors, but they're also working together at some point. There's always like a black sheep that hates everyone and everyone hates them. You can ask this question, and if your client doesn't know who it is, it might be them. But you could joke about it. So, oh, you don't know? Well, it must be you then. It's a funny, you should find it pretty funny. So, I don't know. Does that answer a little bit of your question?
Yeah. Kind of, yeah. I mean, they're
Okay.
all basically working for the same company. So a company like major,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
they get they get their products from the same place, and then
yeah,
they can also change. Yeah, that's
yeah. It's
how we do
like
here
it's
at the
it's
bike shop as
basically,
well.
yeah, yeah. You're right. And this is what makes the industry in the automotive space so cool, because they're working together, but they hate a little bit.
Love hate
They
relationship.
hate
Yeah,
each other a little bit, but it's love hate, right? And it's all like it's competition at the end of the day, and they might be in the same group, but their incentives or maybe percentage of ownership of the dealership in some cases or bonuses might be tied into the sales numbers. So they want to keep like the other guys happy, but they want to do their numbers as well, because it's a tough conversation with their like owner, the OEM, if they're not doing their numbers. So you have to help them. That's basically what they want. If you meet with a GM, you should know that they're paid on sales volume or gross profit, or both. So having this in mind, you can ask them questions how you can make that happen for them.
Okay.
And
At the
it's
end of the
business, so you can ask anything you want as long
at
as
the end
you're
of the day,
respectful. So,
yeah, the competition side, like even if they're competitors, it's it can also be like a plus because they're determined to do more than the other one. You
yeah.
know, the other one is
And
so
their
they
competitors are also probably advertising and like getting customers interested in the brand, the models. So you just have to make sure you're the one grabbing the lead and not the other ones. If there's like someone, I don't know in your respective area, guys, but if there's someone that's doing a lot of radio and a lot of, whatever, like branding and, traditional marketing, like a lot of noise, but not converting in terms of lead forms and, actual digital marketing that makes sense, these are the best um, neighbors, because they're waking up everybody, and then you just can come in strategically and just grab the leads. It's the best. So, Luke, did you have anything to add in terms of wins and challenges lately?
mm, no, not really. I'm just working on the outreach part. I'm gonna finish the website and then pushing heavily on outreach. I'm not sure exactly which tactic am I gonna use, but I'll
Okay,
figure it out.
no, for sure. That's a good you know outreach portion is tough, and it's tougher here because we're like basically like everyone here is pretty much starting up. So one question before I go to Nano. Do you have a list of, have you been like building a list of clients, Luke, or
What?
like a list of like, prospects, custom, like potential dealerships you want to work with?
Yeah, I've built actually kind of done two lists because I'm working on the US side, like trying to make outreach on the US side, like through emails and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And on the other side, I have here a few, like a list of a few which I'm gonna try to reach out to, like personally or through calling or through connections here locally, like in Germany,
Okay.
in my area. So I'll try both ways, see how it goes.
Okay. Well, reaching out to the most people will help for sure. I'm doing like bi-monthly coaching. When one of the guys, he never actually joined one of these calls, but his name is Florian. You can find him in the chat, in the community. It's pretty impressive. He did, I think it was a little bit more than that. He told me to get his first client, he did 400 cold calls.
Okay.
It's a lot, but now he has like he has a case study. He can build something. We built the ad, like his ads at first together, just to make sure it kind of like it works. That you can provide results, and it's impressive because the guy's in Austria, and no one's advertising on
Austria,
Facebook. Yeah,
Everyone's
and
from
it's
Austria,
working.
apparently.
well, yeah, because
And
nobody's doing it.
you
It's
helped
insane.
him with the strategy.
Yeah.
That's a win for me, man.
It's like, honestly, it's like the market there is crazy. I was like, you know what? You guys are so lucky because
It's no, you are literally not allowed to cold call, but it's a gray zone, so you somehow can find a way. Let's say that you
well,
lie.
even in Canada and US, you're not allowed to send like a cold email if you don't know the person.
Yeah, I know.
So like in call, right? So the only acceptable way would be to walk in and introduce yourself in person, but nobody does that. It's insane. Like I still feel like it's a great way to get an intro, but doing that at scale, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was just to give you like an idea of like it might be high, but at the same time, you never know, right? It could be 100, 200 calls, but at some point you just have to say, fuck it, it's gonna take the amount it takes, and the next client's not gonna take 400 for him because he already is speaking with other people, in the group, right? In the automotive group, because in Europe, the cool thing about it is that there's there are large groups, like big groups. And if you're doing something that works, the word will spread around and it's gonna lift up like faster than you think. Um, at some point I was not ready, but I got a lead. I started working with a few stores in the dealer group, and then the guy hit me with, I'd like to serve like all our stores, like 22 stores. I was like, I have no way to do it, right? I couldn't like deliver. It was too much. It's crazy. So, yeah, Nano, wins, challenges.
I'm sorry, I don't even know what this means. This is the first
So
time I can attend here.
perfect. So basically, wins. I want to know like whatever's been working for you, like any small win, big win lately. A client could be a win, but just like having like maybe when example Luke when he finishes his website, it's gonna be a win, right? It's done.
Yeah.
Then I don't know, like I got a feedback from a customer. He didn't want to book a call, but he gave me like a pretty good piece of information that could be a win as well. Like there's a lot of ways you can win, and just a win is basically it takes you a little bit further, closer to your goal, right? So
So yes, I found something. I am now working with an agency that does cold outreach
yeah,
through LinkedIn. This is what you already know. This means it's an automated system that will work while I sleep, while I work, while I'm trying to have my appointments.
good,
Uh, Means like I should be able to have around 1 to 10 appointments in a month starting out. Then
cool.
it could be like 30 or 40, and who knows, maybe one of them is a client, right?
Yeah, there you go. It's a volume game, to be honest. And like the thing about outreach, like you're doing it with LinkedIn, with like any software, it's really about like generating the more conversations with potential clients, and then
Yeah.
knowing what they need, pain points. Again, ask questions, just more opportunities to you know learn about their business, so you can on your end work on your pitch or and work on your like actual offer.
Well,
So
yeah,
that
this
that
is the
helps.
second problem. The actual offer. Everyone is starting out, and what I realized is, okay, once you have an appointment, what are you going to do? So I
Mhm.
asked myself this question, and I came to a interesting thing. You actually need to prepare any kind of presentation. So I said, all right, I'm gonna watch some YouTube things, and I'm going to see what they are doing. So they have pain points, some explanation about that, and then they follow up with the marketing strategy, and then they end it with how much it should cost. Let's say excluding the ad spend, they're paying us around $800 to $1,000 or euros, let's say that. And
Yeah,
then this was basically a demo. After that, they can decide to work with us and have an onboarding or not. Am I right?
yeah, that's it.
That's
And
right.
you know
Okay.
what's funny? I told Florian the other day, but in a nutshell, I closed like a 5K a month um uh, service last Friday, and I never showed up with a presentation with a PowerPoint whatsoever. I didn't have to do like I was
Well, you're
uh
different. You're built
no,
different.
but I was expecting like they asked for like referrals or like other people they could call. But in like those two meetings, it was so funny. I just ask questions after questions after questions, and by asking questions and great questions, you show that you know what you're talking about, and you just like tackle every single objections they might have from working with you, basically. And it works for anything, right?
Yeah.
And then
Well,
if you know you're like it's not a good fit and you feel it and it's not like it doesn't look right, you can say that as well. You're like, you know what, we do this, but it feels like you need something else that does this, and it's fine. Do you mind if we just end this conversation right now and we talk maybe in a few months, or like what if I come across or I do something that's closer to what you need, I'll let you know. But for now, it's not like not exactly how I can help you, and they'll respect you for that.
Yes, that's good. I have one last question until the other ones can come their turn. You say ask question, and ask more questions. That's great. Yes, this is very good. You provided us with some of them, and if I'm not wrong, you're explaining everything 1,000 times in every meeting and every YouTube video. You're always saying the same things. But if I am correct, I only have a few. Let's say I want them all. Is there a PDF file that I can find somewhere that includes the
That's a good
things?
one. No. But you want, like, you'd like kind of a cheat sheet to qualify your dealer prospects, right?
Well, basically,
Basically.
to look good. Well, the questions, I help myself and I help them. And at the same time, we help everyone in this course, right?
Yeah, well, that's what it's for sure. But
Yeah.
like either way, it would be like a good exercise for me. But it's only like it's the type of thing I can do like over time. It's harder to sit down
Yeah,
and do like, but I can start doing it, and I'll try to
that's
make it
crazy.
happen. If you guys all want it, put some pressure, like, on me, and just ask me
Next
more
week,
like
I'm coming. Next week.
every day, like, is it finished yet, Mark? And it's gonna help me, prioritize for sure.
Okay.
You guys can all do it. It's fine.
I'm gonna cut
But
this and then
it's actually
send
a
you
good
and
idea.
throw it.
Yeah, like it would be a boring video, but as a checklist, it would be like kind of just how to ask questions. Maybe I'll try to find a way to make it visually not
But you don't
appealing, but
have to. Well, it's gonna take a lot of time.
well, yeah, but like let's say I was able to do like I'm just thinking I could do like kind of a Notion board with kind of questions about less specific like subjects over time. I could build like a general one and then add up on it, right? Um, it's all about like it's all a matter of process. What I could be starting from, I'm just thinking out loud, by the way. I could be starting from my onboarding checklist and just explain why I'm asking these questions.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a good idea, Nano.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that is a good idea. Yes, think so.
Yes. Great
Well,
feedback, by the
basically,
way.
from me on from who?
From you.
Also, thank you, thank you. Well, it's basically very important because every question explains to you, first of all, what you need to understand. Second of all, the answer will provide you the possibility to actually connect. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. You got it. So, and this is only why I've been doing this for a while now, and I never push anything. I never pitch anything. It's just a matter of asking questions, and then
Good
the more you ask
vibes.
questions, the smarter you get, like about their business, because then you're on the next call, you're going to ask questions and say, and let's say they don't know, or well, the other guy I was talking to like a couple of hours ago, he had this problem, this is this something you're familiar with, is this your case, right? And if, let's say, I'm going to give you an example, if 3 BMW stores say that we have too much day supply right now, we have too many cars, well, who am I gonna call next if I want to sell more cars? All the BMW stores. And if I speak to another store and they're like, all the network, we don't have any cars, we can't sell more if we want more. Well, I'm not gonna call these guys right now if I want to do lead gen, because it's just gonna be a waste of my time, a waste of theirs, and it's gonna show that I don't know what I'm talking about, right? So it's just a matter of like right now, I know that in the States, like everything Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, they're oversupplied right now. They have 300% too much cars. So this is the outreach I'm doing right now for the agency, and it's about lead generation. But if I'm going to a Toyota dealership, which have like 14, 15, 20 day supply, I'm not reaching out for lead generation. They don't need it, because the last thing they want right now is more people banging to their doors so they can say, well, it's 2 year wait. They hate it.
Do you use LinkedIn automation?
Not, no, I don't.
Really? I've seen crazy results. he lagging or are we lagging?
Yeah, I should,
Nah, he's
but
like that.
it's not
Oh,
something
he's
that's
back.
I've been doing. Okay. Yep. Sorry. I don't know, like that maybe. Yeah. So no, it's not something I'm using. I should use it at some point, but I've been just like pushing a little bit of content. I want to go back to it because I've been slacking on LinkedIn itself. And I'm dumb because when I do, like, I think I get like 13,000 followers on LinkedIn, all the automotive space today.
Oh,
It
man,
would be smart to just create more content.
you are pretty much, let's say, preset. I know a company that I can recommend to you for a
Yeah, sure.
small amount of money. They can take everything on LinkedIn and automate it in a simple way of actually making big results.
Yeah, send it over for sure.
Mm.
It's not something I would do like in the next few weeks, but maybe Q1 I would set it up like correctly. But it's I know I should be doing it a little bit more. But as car dealerships, there's always more to do. Like, you know, you can always do more and more and more. Just a matter of, you know, choosing.
And volume.
But good idea. Anything else? I want to hear about both Alex and Alexander.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I could.
Ah,
Wish I could turn my webcam on. For some reason, it's not. It's showing up a little red cross on it. I don't know. I tried to set it up and
okay. No worries.
got like
No worries.
OBS and stuff set up as well, but whatever.
If you wanna like either way, like if you wanna check what you can do, I can go to Alexander, or like if you know there's nothing to do, I can start with you
Yeah,
and
nah.
then with Mr.
I've been
Spitzer.
trying. Wasn't here for an hour, man. Trust me, I tried everything.
Okay, well next time that's fine. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll just whatever. I just wish I could turn on to show you. I got like this whole sheet of questions for you.
Nice, love it.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go through the wins and whatnot. There have been wins. There have been, well, not really so much losses. Thank God for that. But yeah, so far so good. Last 2 weeks were great. Hope the last 2 weeks for you were great, man. But
Yeah,
yeah, I just want to get straight into the questions. That's all right. And
yeah. Shoot, like all these questions, I'm sure the other guys will have them as well, or they had them, or they will have
exactly,
them. So like the more questions you ask guys, like to me or to dealership, the better it is for everyone.
exactly.
So like
Yeah.
it's as simple as this.
So a lot of these, well, at least some of them, are gonna be probably difficult to answer or just straight up like, oh, can't give you a straight answer. Sorry, Alex. But
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'll
gonna
just
say if
ask
I
you
don't know.
regardless. Yeah. So I got literally grouped them right into like two different categories. So industry insights, I'll start with that because it's just two questions or three. So what would you say, kind of the average dealership would be kind of enticed by in terms of an offer? So like I was thinking around 20 cars a month, 20 sales a month for in the UK at least, from what
Okay.
I've seen, and I'll explain that maybe a little later because there's a question that ties into that.
Okay. You mean
Um,
crafting an offer about generating 20 sales a month with Facebook?
yeah, yeah.
My feeling is that it's doable. It's 100% doable.
Mm-hmm.
But if you say that to someone who has never done Facebook ads, they're gonna think it's BS.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gonna
for sure.
sound it's gonna sound like it's too good to be true.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. I'm not trying to sell them on the first. As soon as I give them the offer, like, hey, I'm not even gonna tell them how I get them the sales. I'll just be like, hey, listen, we have the system. I want to just get you into a short little meeting. I'll explain how it works, and then maybe if we're a right match, we'll try to work together. If not, you can run away with my ideas and try to implement it yourself.
Yeah,
That's kind of what I'm gonna try to go with.
yeah, that works. And if they ask you how does it work? Like how would you give me 20 sales a month with Facebook?
Yeah, if they ask that in the cold call, I'd probably just defer it to the meeting. I'd be like, look, we're both busy people. I have things to do. I'm sure you have many more things to do. I'd rather get this into just a quick 15-minute meeting so I can explain kind of in detail how, because I can't explain exactly the whole thing in 30 seconds. Really simple. It's you pay, Facebook gets you views to your car, and there's people more most likely in those views that are going to be interested in buying X amount of those cars, or X amount of people are going to be interested in buying X amount of those cars. But it's way more complicated than that. I'm going to explain. So I'd probably give an answer sort of like that. Probably structure it a little better, but yeah.
Okay. What like that's a good approach. What you can do as well is that say let's say there's like, let's say there's you're UK, right?
Mhm.
Let's say they're a Ford dealership. So if they're asking for like how it works and everything, you say, look, I'd like to come with concrete examples, like pre-built ads. I could show you exactly how we do it, where it goes, and what happens after that, those ads. And
Mhm.
then as soon as you book the call and or the meeting, you stop calling people and you build like a fake Ford advertisement that's really close to what they have on their store right now. Like you go to their website and you'll see 2 or 3 models they have. You build like fake ads in your Facebook ad account, ad manager. You won't be able to tie it back to their page, but if you want to go the extra mile, you can create like a fake Ford dealership like Facebook page with like
Mhm.
basically nothing on it, but just like a logo and just so they feel like it's a good environment, and so you
Yeah.
can come prepared and it looks like you're doing whatever it takes to make it work, and they all see what it means, because we digital marketers, we're super weird in terms of like when we speak to dealerships, because for us like a Facebook ad is really like it's easy to know what it is, right? And
Yeah.
social media and everything. And you wouldn't believe the conversation I had with some people in car dealerships, assuming I would like they knew what I was talking about. You have to dumb it down like so basic just to make sure, and then if they want to learn more, then you can just gradually go a little bit more in terms of technical aspects of the ads. So you can do that. You take a screenshot, drop this into like some kind of a PDF, PowerPoint, Canva, whatever, right?
Mhm.
And then you put like an arrow and say, when the leads come in, this is what we do. And then we have 1 or 2 options. Always advise you guys to like manage the leads at least to start, just because you'll get a better feel of the kind of quality of what's really going on with the leads. It's also an opportunity as well to learn and to upsell in the future with some people, because you could just do lead ads, and you could do lead ads plus lead management. This is
Yeah.
more money. This is more money, and it's going to be stickier in terms of if you do it, and if you do it right, you can have like better performance. Better performance means easier upsell, lifetime value goes up, and contracts, agreements, um, relationships with your dealership clients will improve as well, because if you tie in a little bit more into their business, it's going to be harder for them to remove you.
Yeah.
So I would just try to go like the extra mile, but following what you just said, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, and say, you know what, and this, and then you'll see if they don't like something, or hey, can we do that, but for this model only, and then now it's their idea. It's amazing,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's pretty much what I was thinking, especially on the management side. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
I get it. It's not the most like it's not lead gen. It's not like sit back, work from a beach, like all the everyone on YouTube spread like trying to tell us. But it's just that the reality is that if you want to do this and you can manage it through like SMS, chat, whatever, it gives you like the upper hand when it comes to building a better offer.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Plus, there's AI now, which is a total cheat code, which we didn't have a few years back. So you guys have no excuse.
Sure. All
Next
right.
question.
Yeah. Next question. I'm getting ready for it. So yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of ties in sort of into the fact that we're all beginners here. What results do you? Obviously, you've coached a lot of people, I'm guessing, or at least a good amount.
Yeah.
What results do people usually get for their first client?
In terms of revenue, or in terms of like percentage, or like lead to appointment to sale, for
Leads,
example?
sales per month, extra sales per month. If, I mean, depending on what they're doing as well. I guess that depends.
It ranges a lot
Yeah.
because it will change from like every country. Let's say like in markets with less competition, there's like it's insane. Like I
Hmm.
wish I had these numbers here. I would be like I don't know, like probably president of North America. I'm kidding, but it's just that in terms of conversion ratio, if you want to like aim for a good lead to appointment conversion, you can do like anything above 20% is good. Okay, so it's gonna the math's gonna work,
Yeah.
um, because from the appointment, if somebody shows up in the dealership, usually it's like it ranges from 25% closing to 50% closing, depending on how good is the dealership. Um, these are the types of questions you can ask your client as well. So let's say you get 100 leads right now. How
Hmm.
many of these guys will convert to an appointment, right? Um, they might say 20%. So okay, cool. 20 people will show up, right? 20. So if you meet with 20 people knowing what car they want to buy beforehand, how many cars should you sell out of these? So let's make it easy at 10 sales over like 20, so 50% closing ratio, which is high. But
Hmm.
then you know, okay, so 100 leads, 10 cars. What's the average profit you're going to be making on these cars? Let's make it easy again. So let's say $1,000, front and back. Okay, so front and back. Back means financing, that kind of thing. Cool. So 100 leads means I'm getting 10 cars at $1,000. So $10,000 in profit from 100 leads, roughly. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
And then you could see, well, I'm asking for $1,000, 1,500, or $2,000 to do that. You're still up by 8. And then you could play around with these things. But you'll see some dealerships doing really well on the appointment side, and like the closing ratio in store is gonna be brutal. It's gonna suck. The opposite as well. But in my case, what I like to ask is really, what are you doing right now, and what are you considering as good in your business, and what's the total breakdown you need to make it work? Like, what are the numbers you're going to tell me I want the most you can give me? And this is, what you got to aim for doing Facebook ads after. Basically, you're setting KPIs with your client or with your prospect. Because what you think is good might be great for them, or it might suck. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So what I could do for you guys is basically take everything I just said and put it down in a spreadsheet. And so you can come in with like that Google spreadsheet and say, like, ask those questions, and it will calculate everything automatically. Would that help?
I guess so. Yeah,
What
that
do
would be cool.
what do you mean with automatically?
Well, you can open the spreadsheet and meet with your client or speak to your client and say, so what's your lead to appointment ratio right now? What's your lead to sale? What's your like gross profit average per sale?
Yeah, but
What's
that's
your,
crazy.
hmm? So,
That's actually
and
crazy.
well, this is what you have to do with your client if you want to like stand, you know, taller than the other guys, just like selling them a magic pill, right? You're asking actual questions and say, okay, so if this is your gross profit per vehicle, then we can afford to do that for all these cars except this one, because this one you're not going to be making money. Then you really are helping your client.
What I can say is you do great work. We're very thankful for you, boss.
Yep.
Appreciate it. No, but it's cool. But when it gets like at this point, it gets super fun to work with these guys because you can call anyone, or like they'll call you, which is pretty cool. And in this industry, there's a ton of people running around like just trying to sell everything to anyone, which is not how it works, especially with not with car dealerships, because these guys are super smart. Sometimes they don't feel like they're smart, but they're smart. It's a tough business to be in, for sure. So if they're standing and they're making some good moves. So that I could do it for you. Then it could
That'd
like
be
give
awesome.
you the exact like breakdown and what kind of conversation you have to have with your client. And I should do this. Yeah, I'm gonna put the sheet out first, but I'm just gonna take a note because I want to do like another like training module on something else.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Does
Cool.
that answer your question?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks, man. So yeah, got another one here about best practices for ad targeting. Because I know some people use Oracle or Poke or all of these, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure if we can get access to them or how. So, and
This takes
if
a lot
not,
of
then
volume. Yeah, this takes a lot of volume. This is more OEM level thing.
mm,
Honestly, it's overkill,
yeah,
and
fair
you
enough.
need a lot of volume and like insane budgets to justify it because
Mm,
these guys they charge a lot of money for their data. It's insane.
what I was guessing.
Um, yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense working with like local dealerships. Um, and like truth is, like I'm changing my beliefs, or I've been testing new things with Facebook recently, and I'm like, you know what? Like targeting is really less um less and less relevant than before.
Mm-hmm.
What I feel like is getting more um important right now is the way you manage um the not the configuration, but how many different ads you're willing to put out
Mm,
and how good's going to be your copy. Because Facebook, just like anything else, is now and has been using AI, so they know exactly what's in your ad anyway, and they're pushing it to more and more people towards a lot of things that make it relevant through their algorithm. Okay, so the way people will interact with the video, the ads, the image, depending on the placement as well. Is it like stories? Is it like newsfeed, Instagram, Facebook? Everything is really well mapped out inside Facebook. And like they're not crazy either. They're really, really smart about like how well they're doing things. So I just feel like in terms of targeting, you can go like broader than ever as long as it makes sense in your client's geography, right? You don't
mm-hmm.
want to target the whole UK if you're working with the dealership in Wales.
Yeah, of course.
It has to be somewhat local. But other than that, especially when selecting special category like
Mm-hmm.
credit, because if you have like anything that's related to like payments, finance, lease, interest rate, it has to be credit. It's not a bad thing. It's just that it cuts down the way you can target people, but Facebook still has those. It doesn't prevent Facebook from targeting those people. It just prevents you. Which when this dropped like way back, I was scared of it, and now like I just realized it doesn't make any difference as long as your copy is just addressing the right people.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't like downloaded it already, it's on the website. It's on the Autobahn Academy, but there's like the Facebook ads cookbook. Like it's whatever like structure I use to build ads on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook. It's basically a landing page copy template, but adapted to Facebook in terms of this is what you have to say, this is the purpose of this portion of the ad, and then you break it down.
Is
It's
it
a
this
lot of
for
text.
$150?
No, it's
Oh.
free on I'll drop it in chat actually. Give me a
Okay, cool.
second.
I
I
think I
I
got it, but
I
I'll
got
just yeah
I got
double
all
check
your
anyway.
emails anyway, so I don't
Yeah.
need to trade that. Cookbook. Facebook ads recipe. Mm, where is it?
You know, it is kind of cool to see that it's It really is kind of a learning by doing kind of thing with running these ads. I mean, I was for the past on a week and a half. It's kind of like, ooh, I don't know, automotive inventory ads. That sounds difficult to run. And I got into it yesterday. I tried to basically simulate running an ad and uploading a catalog, and I was like, oh wait, this is fairly simple. So it's
Yeah.
really
Well,
not as complicated as I
how did
thought
you
it
do
was.
it? Did you do it with a like with a spreadsheet?
No, I just yeah, pretty much yeah.
Yeah. And you
Except
you you
for
went and
the
put all the images and everything, or
oh no, just like an empty spreadsheet. I was like, the
okay,
file
okay, okay.
place and cool. But the thing is that so yeah, that's one way to do it. But I did see they have the metapixel as well, which obviously that would sync up in real time with their website, which ideally would sync up with their inventory software. So that'd probably be the best way to do it. But like I couldn't find the metapixel anywhere
On
for syncing
on
up
their website,
inventory.
on the dealership's website.
No, on actually on Meta, if you try to set it up, add create a catalog, and
Yeah,
there's
it changed recently. It's in data sources. If this is what you're looking for,
hmm,
like you need the pixel itself from the for the inventory ads, you would say.
yeah.
Um, like basically, like you need the metapixel, and you need to have like a catalog that's like that's fed through like a database. This is
Hmm.
what you need. Like honestly, I I think it's great, but I haven't seen like I'm running these ads, like dynamic ads with Facebook. It's nothing crazy. Like
Hmm.
it works, but it's not like five times better, or actually it's barely worth, like it's barely worth the extra extra work in my mind.
Fair enough.
Clients like it, man. It's not like I'm at a point where they say, right, I don't want to do that, and I'm like, cool, we'll, we'll do something else.
Yeah,
So
that's fair.
I just want to make sure also Alexander got time for because I know we're running.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna hand it off to him. So
Cool, cool, cool. I know it's great though. It's great. It's great that like all of you guys' questions are really really good. So thanks.
So, hello, I'm Alex. You can call me
Yes, nice
Alex.
to meet you.
I'm from Vienna, and
Nice.
I'm actually have a different like problem, no different problem, but I don't have
Really,
the
Austria?
agency.
You too, Austria?
Everyone from Austria, and then
It's
man,
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Everyone's from
Lot of
Austria.
smart people.
everyone from Austria.
Nice.
Too
Yeah.
many competitors here.
Well, if you guys, all of like the three of you guys take Austria, well, let's say with Florian, let's say you're like you split the whole market within the four of you guys, you'll be rich as fuck. So you'll be fine.
Well, yeah, let's see. Our friend here, Luke, is going to the US, so we'll have more, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Luke is doing Germany anyway, so you're fine.
Yeah,
Germany,
but I'm
Austria
going to
is
go to the US anyway. So.
same.
There you go.
Yeah, anyway, I don't have an agency, but I work for a dealership. I basically did what you said. Just go to the dealership and talk to them.
Yeah,
And yeah, it actually worked. I went to the dealership. I talked with the how do I say in English? I think boss or CEO.
yeah.
And
General manager or
yeah,
principal. Yeah,
hmm and yeah, I'm working there as a salesperson, like as I thought.
nice.
And I was wondering
Oh, you got a cheat code to generate your own leads, my man.
exactly that's what I'm
Oh,
thinking.
that's
Like I
good.
get my own leads and I can get the commission of it, and like
Holy
yeah,
shit.
that's why I signed up for the course. I think it's a cheat code.
Big brain, my guy.
Mhm. Now I was wondering because yeah, I have the social media platform. They never run any ads like at all. They only have like they have a really good location, Vienna. Like they have like walk-ins, mostly walk-ins customer, but they never did like marketing at all.
Yeah,
So I have to do everything, and I don't know. I'm not sure like what I can do or what like I don't know, also organically content. Do you also do
Hmm.
organically content?
Yeah.
Like what I can post like on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, like what can I post, like what content?
I'm gonna show you something.
Hmm.
Just give me a second. I just want to make like for some reason I took it out last week, but I can find like the like the spreadsheet. Um, Not the spreadsheet, but the Facebook ads thing. But I'll send it to you guys.
Awesome.
Let's see, freaking recipes. Just take notes, and I'll get back to it. Like basically, what I did. Um, where is it? It's here. It's been a while, but I created a video around like content creation in car dealerships, something on YouTube if you've watched it already. Otherwise, I can give you something here. Can I screen share? Okay, let me know if you see my screen.
Yeah,
Yep.
we do.
Okay, so basically what I like people to do in car dealerships, basically organic's the way to go for sure. I'm an ads guy, but organic works super well. What you could do is basically try to generate content on the specific models you have, and you can narrow it down to different pillars. So to your question, what should I talk about is basically whatever the industry, but related to your brand. So what brand of car, like what car dealership are you working from?
It's like they do like they sell like secondhand cars.
Okay, pre-owned. Okay, cool. So you
Pre-owned.
could
Like,
see like it's a little bit like it's honestly it's nice because you have like all brands, so you could like piggyback on
mm,
some industry news. So this is what happened. Of course, we carry Volkswagen vehicles or blah blah blah. Otherwise, it's really the product. But you could stick here to start and say, we have this car on the lot, and these are my favorite feature about car number one. So that would be maybe that's a used, I don't know, a Mercedes E-Class, whatever, right? Or like it's a microcar, or I'm not familiar with 100% of what you guys got in Austria, but basically it's really about just like creating videos about like a specific car, and this is the topic. So like we just got this. This just rolled in the dealership. We took a trade in. These are my five top things that I like about this car. If it's a luxury car, it's nice. You can talk about all the luxury things. If it's like micro car, economic one, yeah, I don't know if it's a Ligier. You got Ligier, right? Ligier, like how do you call these? Like or you got Fiat.
yeah, we got mostly German Mercedes or BMW, mostly
Okay, okay,
Mercedes.
okay. So this BMW, this is what I like about this specific vehicle. You know, the wheels, it could be the engine, how many like horsepower, the interior, whatever, right? And then you just keep rolling videos like these. It could be like these are different topics. A review about the car itself, interior review. So you just sit in the car and say, "I like this because blah blah blah." You don't sell anything. You're just talking about what you have and what you
Okay.
like about this car. Exterior, the engine, like three things you don't know about the 328's engine. This is how it works. It's an inline six. I'm just saying like anything right of my top of my head right now, but that's all it is. And you just create content, the wheels, exterior trims, whatever. The starting price, maybe you could say, well, we got pre-owned, so this car sold for $58,000 when it rolled out the dealership, like the first time. Now it's 23. You can finance it like using whatever bank we have right now. So you pay 50% of the MSRP, but you got the exact same car because this one is pristine condition. Just and the more reps you do, it's like anything, you'll get better and better and better and more comfortable. And
Mhm.
as you create content, you're gonna have people commenting on your video and feed you content ideas, so you can basically reply to those people.
Mhm.
Um, I want to show you like which video I'm talking about because I break down. Hold on, give me a sec. Um, because you can run ads, but honestly the guys that I know that are running like organic content are really really killing it because it's just like the challenge is doing it. But I feel like you only have to take an appointment with yourself every single day, 30 to 50, 45 minutes, and you just create content and you post it and then you move on with your day. That's really the best.
Mhm. It's really hard to make it like content. I have no clue about video editing or like
That's fine. You don't
images.
need to do any editing or whatever.
Mhm.
Like the industry is so far behind in terms of you know like our like how we're selling cars. It's just like the bare minimum's gonna work, right?
Mhm.
I want to drop this here. Like that's the one I'm finding right now. Just give me a sec. I'll find you another one. Where is it? Here. Like watch these two videos, and you'll probably get a good feel about what can be done as a car sales person with organic video.
Mhm.
And the cool thing is that let's say you're doing a ton of video, then you could start uploading the ones that are working really well as ads, right? But
Yeah.
with it, like a call to action within the ad, or like just like a send message button if you have no call to action built in you know the actual video. If you want to do that at some point and you want to be like you want to prepare yourself to do it, just shoot your videos, and by the like at the end of the video, just say if you have any questions regarding this car, drop a comment or send me a message.
Mhm.
It's going to
Like
be your catch all call to action, and it's going to work if you decide to run ads. It's going to be good enough so people just send you a message or a messenger, and then you can just engage with them.
oh, okay. See, awesome. Okay, nice. I will
Yeah.
for sure try it. I'll for sure try it.
But that's super powerful because with video, you gain a lot of trust super fast, right?
Mm.
And people will just like, I'm working with like 20 guys using like organic content and video, like inside like inside of like a private group, just like you guys, but different subject. Like these guys are selling cars, and it's insane how much like how easy it is for them to sell a car, because when people reach out to you, they've chosen you, they know you, they've watched like 18 of your videos, and they just want to know what time they can meet with you, and then you come in, you don't have to fight with them, they like you, they like your style. It's a different ball game.
Sounds awesome. Sounds.
Yeah.
I
So
love it. I love it. Hmm.
that was a good
Well,
question.
one small question. So is it better to create content in any social media for your agency, right?
What do you mean?
Let's say we create videos about us talking about the industry, and
Yep.
when people like, let's say CEOs stumble about that, they will like, yeah, okay, let's meet up with them. What do you think?
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Gave me a lot of great opportunities just from content. I've got 3 leads. I'm meeting with 3 dealerships only this week, just from content.
Oh, damn.
Like, and I don't even feel I'm doing it right now because I'm just so busy with something else. But it's just a matter of like addressing your potential customers and just talking about the industry, like news or like whatever's going on in your country about cars. Like what hey guys, I just learned, I just spoke with a dealership. This is what he told me, and we had a cool conversation about XYZ.
But it
So
doesn't have to be you creating the content. It can be someone that creates content for you, like a content creator, right?
it could, but it's going to be way better for you and your business if you do it, because it's going to help you reflect on what you're saying, how you're saying it. It's gonna bring you like a whole different level and depth. Plus, if you want to hire out your content creation, like that person's gonna get the trust, not you.
That's a big point, man. I'm gonna write that down.
It's just, and I've spoken to you a few times. You got the energy to do that. But the thing is, it's tough, right? It's just like cold calling. It's tough. It's tough to put ourselves in front of camera, but it works super well.
Man, I actually don't have the energy. I just know if I do everything what boss says, I'm gonna get that too, you know? If you boss say this, I have no option to say no. I just say yes. So it's simple.
Just saying, it's gonna get you a lot better, much faster, and plus, it's a really like content, whether it's a blog or video. Video is better, but
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity and excuse to reach out to your prospects. Let's
Yeah.
say, like, do an A/B test, or let's say you're fighting with someone else in your market, and the other guy is sending cold emails trying to book a meeting, and you on your end you're saying, "Hey, I had a conversation with another dealership in your area. This is what I've learned," and you link to the video. Who's gonna win in your mind?
Well, you, my friend.
Well, the one making video. It's
Yeah.
like you don't want to find with some you don't want to fight with in your market with too many people that understand video creation or content marketing, because it's going to be super hard to win. Because by the time you're done with 17 cold calls, they've reached like 2,000 people. So at scale,
That's right.
it's really unfair. And sometimes we think that B2B doesn't work, but it works super well. Just like anything else, it just needs consistency and commitment.
Well, unfortunately, you just need someone to be your client, as stupid as this sounds, and then you tell the others, "Look at him. He decided to be my client." And
There you
then
go.
if you deliver good, man, you just started your boat, and then you can go to, I don't know, where you want to be, right?
Yeah.
It's as simple. It's very simple.
If you have any more questions, I'll have to. I need to leave in about 10 minutes. Just get ready for my 2:30 appointment. But if you, Alex Spitzer, did you have any more questions?
I have one more
Feel free.
question. Only
Yeah,
one more. Like,
please.
what paid advertisement do you like? What kind of ads do you release? I don't know how to say in English. Like,
What what
what
what type
kind of
of ads you mean?
yeah, what kind of do you have like examples like what you actually what works for you and
Yeah, this is what I was trying to find earlier, like an example and like the breakdown of like what an ad looks like. Basically, what I really like to run for dealerships, and you can run it for yourself.
Mhm.
It's really, I really like messenger ads now, because you can have a conversation with your client. And then instead of sending them to a landing page or like hoping they fill out a form, if they click on the button, they're done. You can speak to them
Mm.
in 2 weeks from now if you want.
Mhm.
So conversion is much higher. Deliverability is nearly 100%, because everyone takes their messenger, or at least people that are active on Facebook. So it's really a cheat code. And by the time you get to a lot of volume, because you can't take it anymore, like it's too much. You just plug in a ManyChat bot in there, you qualify those people, and then you can have the ManyChat bot take an appointment with you in the dealership automatically, and then you're laughing.
Oh shit. Okay, like messenger ads? Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, you do lead generation,
Mhm.
and then you push that to messenger button, like so they can message you.
Mhm.
They'll ask questions, and over time you'll see what questions people are asking, so you can tailor your ads to make them better, to address those people asking those questions. AKA, like in your headline, it could be, are you wondering if you can afford a BMW? Because if everyone that messages you and is asking about like finance options and can I afford this vehicle, then you know this is the questions people are asking themselves. So it could be your call out, and then you talk about the car in the text, um, and then your call to action is about this cars as well. You just get to talk to more people, and then just like it's just a matter of qualification and segmentation, I would say.
Don't you have a like chatbot? I saw it like once on your news.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, yeah, I saw it once. Like,
yeah. I'm using mostly ManyChat just because I've been using it for a while. Integrations are really great. It works well. It's cheap as well.
Mhm.
I can run this for clients for like $15 a month. Like it's insane. I don't even have to charge for it. I just blended it my price. It's solid and it works super well. I got like 80 templates in there by now, just because like then when I work with a new dealership, I just copy and paste it.
Wow, cheat code, cheat.
No,
Crazy.
no, but like it's just a matter of like it works super well, and it's nothing crazy either. It's just like matter of if this and that. So if they want a financing, I just push them to a flow that talks about finance.
Mhm.
At the end, I just ask if they want to trade in their car. I'm just gathering the most information I can, and I have them just book an appointment directly in my calendar or calendar. Well, not my specific my calendar, but my client's calendar
Mhm.
in in many like in Facebook. The
Mhm.
end user doesn't even know it, but they book an appointment directly at the right place, and you're good.
Mhm. Mhm.
For
Okay.
you, this could be like a total like cheat code, like you said.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's insane.
Mhm.
If you want to do that, like the way I advise you to do it, you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. But let's say you supplement your ad. So let's say your a portion of your commission on your next sales, let's
Mhm.
say 5-10%, you set it aside, and then you start doing ads. And then as quickly as possible, you start just adding more dollars to your Facebook ad campaign.
Mhm.
So as soon as possible, you think it's too much, and then you're forced to put like a mini chatbot. And then by that time, you know that you're gonna be all set, right? Like your colleagues or like the other guys in the store will be freaking wondering what you're doing.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I will do this for sure. Like leads messaging. Okay, thank you very much, Mark. Thank
Of
you.
course. I'll need to go in a few minutes, but I hope you guys got at least a little bit of like a value today from this call.
For sure.
If you like it,
Sure.
cool.
A lot of value.
I really enjoyed it.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Thanks
But
a
it's
lot.
great to be with you. Thanks you. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Well, if I'm here by myself, it's not the same. So thanks for your for your implication and just showing up, guys, because it's cool. It's nice to have like like five of us like getting questions from you guys, engaged questions as well, like great questions.
Yeah, man.
It's really cool. Appreciate that.
We're the G's and you're the top G.
I'm trying.
The
Still got
OG.
a lot to learn.
Well,
But
yeah,
I'll
you
try
can.
to find like my Facebook. I hope I didn't delete it. I'm scared, but like I got I sent it last week to someone, so it must be somewhere. I just get figured out. But I'll share it with you guys through email. I think I got all of your emails probably.
Cool, cool.
Spotlight. It's no. Okay. Well, cool. So yeah, I'll have to go, but I'll send the recipe like the Facebook ads like checklist whenever
Cool.
I find it. Cool.
And I'm gonna
Sounds
remind you in
good.
2 weeks about that cheat sheet.
Yeah, please do. You can remind me like ever so often, but if you until I find my Instagram password or login, you can send it to me, but I won't see it.
Yeah, all right, all right.
All right,
Then
cool.
hey, have a great time, man.
Thank you guys.
See you.
Have a
See
good
you.
All
one.
right.
Bye
Thank
bye,
you,
guys.
man.
See
Bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye.